Hello there guys, this is Tausif Ahmed and I'm your IELTS trainer, and today I'll be explaining some points about speaking part 1. Okay, so how should you be extending your answer? How should you be responding to the questions asked by the examiner? Well, you see, there are some unusual questions which the examiner might be asking you. For instance, if the examiner just asks you, okay, like, do you like traveling? Okay, so if you just say, yes, I like traveling. So, yes, you have answered the question. It's good. But react accordingly. Like, oh, yeah, I really love traveling. Something like this. Okay, so the more expressive you are, like I said, the better chance you have. Not even this, just try extending your answer. For instance, for example, if the examiner just asks you, do you have any habits? So, what should you be actually saying? Yes, actually have a lot of habits. For instance, I have a habit of smoking cigarettes. Okay, even you know, like I said, even though if I do not smoke, you just have to, I don't say that you have to smoke, all right? So just tell the examiner about some habits, or I usually have a habit of blinking eyes whenever I go outside, or I have a habit of biting my nails while I'm nervous, something like this. Okay, but do not go into kind of negative talks like I have a habit of boozing every evening. Avoid this. Okay, be cool, give cool answers. All right, so in this way you can improve your speaking, and usage of idiomatic expressions will really help you in your IELTS speaking. Okay, so for instance, if the examiner just asks you, how often do you visit your grandparents? So to be honest, once in a blue moon, because I live almost 200 miles away from my grandparents, and I hardly get time to visit their village, right? So this is how you just need to answer the questions. All right, now dealing with part 2. Okay, you see, part 2 is the part where actually a lot of students, they struggle to generate ideas. So how should you be generating the ideas? Well, people always try to link the information on your area of interest so that you can generate ideas more quickly. Okay, for instance, if anyone asks me any question, I'm just going to try to relate that with automobiles, because I'm a person who is very much passionate about cars and bikes, so that I can just quickly talk a lot about that. Okay, and if you just get a question like talk about a famous person, and you see, you'll be having the main question, talk about a famous person, right? And you'll be having sub questions like who the person is, what he or she does, okay, and explain why is he or she so famous. So you just have to tell some points relating to their fame, not just describing them. Okay, so why people become famous, try thinking about that. So even if you get some unrealistic points, try adding them. Okay, apart from so and so, he's also a social worker. Okay, and he feeds the poor people every weekend or something like that, and he's a highly sanguine person. Sanguine means highly optimistic person, something like that. Okay, so the content, whatever you speak, should be having some highlighted information behind that person's fame, not just talking about that person. All right, so I think this much should be enough for today, people. This is really a short session. All right, so I'll be coming up with another video probably in a couple of days regarding speaking part 2. So that's it, people. Thank you. Prepare smart and God bless. Goodbye.